Now to the news in detail. The Edo State Governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, has said the vision of rebuilding the country and placing it on the path of progress and prosperity is possible if the nation can attract its best brains and best hands into the civil and public service. The governor said this during a strategy retreat of the heads of service of Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Edo and Delta states under the aegis of the Brace Commission held at the John Odige Oyegun Public Service Academy in Benin City, Edo State. BTV News Best Orator has the details.
Mr. Godwin Obaseki.
Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
The retreat is targeted at fostering excellence in the public and private sectors and equipping participants from the 6 states in the South-South zone with the requisite skills to develop an action plan for the betterment of the region. Obaseki, who is the chairman of the Brace Commission, while declaring the 2-day strategic retreat open, said the retreat will recreate the trajectory of an efficient and effective public service in the region. He said the retreat brings to the fore the question of how to rebuild the country through institutions and bureaucracy at the local, state, and federal levels, a process he said can be achieved through ensuring that the best hands come from the civil service.
If we don't fix our bureaucracy, then it will be a pipe dream and just rhetoric talking about fixing the country. So for us, when we came into government, it was clear that we had to, like every government, have our roadmap and decide on what was important, what is important to us as a people of the state, and also decide on how to go about achieving those things we said we will achieve as a government.
The governor noted that capacity building for the state is important and the way people are hired and retained is key for his administration. He said as a government, they have the roadmap and decided on how to go about achieving those things they have planned to achieve and was done in 6 ways, which are the thematic pillars. He said his administration promised automated process and overflow to motivate the civil service for high performance, to rebuild the capacity of public servants through training, to revamp the work environment of public servants, which he said have been achieved.
In 2016, when we took over, we said we were going to do 6 things, or focus on 6 things. First, and most important, was to reform our institutions, the institutions of government. Then we will talk about building our infrastructure. Because it's all of this that will carry our people. So whatever reforms we intend to make in education, healthcare, if the institutions are not there and the infrastructure to undertake those reforms are not there, then you will not be able to fix those issues affecting people like health, like education, like sports and things like that. And these people are the ones that will whose efforts will create the economy. The economy does not create itself. It's people that create the economy.
The guest lecturer and chairman of the Federal Civil Service Commission, Professor Tunji Olokpa, who spoke on strategic leadership in civil and public service, challenges, opportunities, and future prospects, commended the governor for his many positive and progressive reforms in the Edo State civil and public service, which have transformed the state's workforce. Professor Olokpa said the challenge of rebuilding Nigeria required an engine, which is the civil and public service, added that the engine is weak and needs re-energizing to move the nation forward.
Unique technocratic excellence and governance and the irreducible legacies that you have littered the entire state with. I'm sure I had promised my colleagues in NIPS that I will still render that, so that it becomes a case study for study.
Other dignitaries present at the retreat include the former governor of Edo State, Chief John Odige Oyegun, Director General of the Brace Commission, Ambassador Joe Keshi, the Edo State Head of Service, Dr. Anthony Okumowa Esquire, and permanent secretaries, as well as heads of different agencies in the South-South zone, among others. Oluwatoyin Oyedola reporting for BTV News.